Good morning. I'm making Greek style potatoes in the oven today. And I found a recipe online that I will share with you. It's on Epicurious. And I don't know if this is Mita's recipe or not. I don't think she makes them this way, but I'm gonna try it today. So I've already peeled and quartered and then eighths the potatoes. I eighth them. I cut them into eighths. And because I think quarters were just a little bit too big for this. So they're already cut and they're rinsed and drained. I'm gonna pour them into this dish here. And it's ideal to get kind of a single layer, so I don't know, maybe my dish isn't big enough. But because of the liquid that I'm going to add, I wanted a higher pan than a cookie sheet. So here we go. The recipe says to pour the oil over them. So we have olive oil here. It's from Petrina, of course. I've already measured it out. Here it is, and half a cup of oil goes over top of these babies. And I'm gonna toss it all around afterward anyway. So I'll just pour it on there. And then next, we have garlic. So this is 4 cloves of garlic here. They're minced from my little garlic press that I just got, and I love it. So I'm gonna just drop this in here and stir that around a little bit. Doesn't seem like a lot of garlic on top there, but it's very potent. I can smell it. Love the smell of fresh garlic, but sometimes, like, I wouldn't be one to eat an entire clove of roasted garlic, unlike some people I know. Salt and pepper to taste, and oregano. So look at all the beautiful oregano we have here. I think you can never have enough oregano on these things. I'm gonna keep a little bit off to the side. There's our oven. It's preheated to 400 degrees, by the way. So here we go, just tossing. It's not like I can pick the pan up and flip them. That would be a disaster. So let's make sure they're all evenly coated with olive oil and oregano. And then we'll add a sprinkling of salt and pepper once we've gotten that done. Yeah, this is a 2 or 3 stage recipe here. So what you do is you bake the potatoes with the oil for about 15 minutes, and then you add this chicken stock. What I have here is just a no-name brand chicken stock. There's no real added ingredients like MSG or anything like that, so it's pretty natural. We like to use that for flavoring, and so you bake it for another 10 minutes more with the chicken stock, and then you add the lemon juice and you stir it some more and bake it for another 10 or 15 minutes until they're cooked. And then if you want to, you could put the broiler on and just brown them a little bit more if they're not quite looking brown or crispy enough for your liking. So here we go. Salt and pepper, and then off we go into the oven. I love these potatoes. I know that they're not on my keto diet either, but I don't care. Sometimes it's nice to have a treat. I keep making excuses. Well, I'm gonna eat these. I think we need more peppercorns in here. Yeah, give it a good shake. There we go. And I think I'll use maybe half a teaspoon of salt here. We've got some nice big grain kosher salt here, which I'm loving. All right, we're ready. Off we go into the oven, and I will be back. Back for part 2. Can you hear them sizzling? Oh my gosh, smells amazing. So this is the stage where we add the chicken stock. I'm just gonna pour it over here. All it's gonna do is land in the bottom of the pan, but I think I will toss them a tiny bit more with my trusty spatula, being careful not to burn myself. And there we go. Get them going in there, and then they go back into the oven another 10 minutes. And the next ingredient is lemon juice. So here we go, back in the oven. I'm back in the oven again. What did it say? Another 10 minutes. Timer, 10, go. I think it's gonna beep. Oh yeah. Okay, so this is the final step for these potato babies. Off, timer off. Okay, here they come. Oh, once again, the garlic is almost an overpowering smell. How wonderful is that? Here we go. So this one is the lemon juice step. And after we do this, it's another 10 or 15 minutes in the oven. There's a lot of liquid in the bottom here, but that's what gives the potatoes the incredible flavor. They're basically being emulsified in here, or I don't know if that's the right word, but yeah, or I don't know, what's the word? Marinated, right? Real lemons, yes. I don't have real lemons. My Greek husband points out to me that I should use real lemons, but we have real lemons?
Yeah, because my mom wanted me to buy lemons.
Oh, you bought lemons for your mom and you never brought them over to her.
I didn't, because she had asked 11 other people to get lemons.
So, well, I've already poured the lemon juice in, Arimo. I think it's a little bit too late now.
The reason why we have lemons is because in addition to my mom asking me to buy her groceries, she had asked 11 other people.
Yeah, Eric says his mom asked many other people to buy lemons for her as well, which they did. So she has a plethora of lemons, and so do we. Anyway, these are going back in now, another 10 or 15 minutes. And I think what I'm going to do with this is once I pull them out this final time, it does say you can broil them if you want. I'll probably transfer them into a cookie sheet, which is just a bit bigger than this, and that way the potatoes will have a bit more space around them and they'll be able to brown up really nicely. So back in the oven they go. That's me backing up. Well, I'm back. This is the final step. And I have to admit that I stabbed them with a fork. Let me turn that off. I stabbed them with a fork, and after about 15 minutes, and they just weren't feeling right. The fork didn't go in nicely. Now, after another 15 minutes in the oven, oh, they are nice and tender, but they're not really crispy yet, except for the ones that were touching the edge of the pan. So I'm going to transfer them, as I mentioned before, into this pan. And in fact, there isn't that much liquid left in the bottom because it does boil away. So I will move them onto this pan and spread them out a little bit more, and then pour the remaining liquid and all that garlic on top again. But I'm not going to broil them because I think that just will do them too fast and possibly even burn them. If you broil, you have to watch very, very carefully, and trust me, I've learned the hard way on that. So I'm just going to stick them back in the oven for probably another 15 minutes at 400 the way it is already now, and I will keep a watchful eye on that. So here we go. Let's move these patates with lemon, oregano, and garlic, and chicken stock over to the big pan. Spreading them out, give them lots of room to breathe. Potatoes have to breathe, as we all do. And, oh my gosh, you know what? I've made these before, but they've never turned out looking this glorious. And I think it could have also to do with the amount of oregano that I decided to pour on. And there's a lot on them, but I've got a bit extra and I'm gonna add it because this last bit of browning and crisping is going to be extra savory for them. Oh my goodness, look how delicious they look. They smell so good. I wish I could share the smell with you. Woo! Doot, doot, doot. Okay, almost done. See the edge of the pan, it's nice and brown around the edges, but the potatoes are only just starting to get crispy. So I don't mind this extra step. It's not gonna take too long. And look, my pan's already pretty crowded. You would think as a space planner that I could do a better job at this, but no. How about no? I'm retired. Yeah, I don't think I'll ever space plan another space layout for the rest of my life, and I'm fine with that. There we go, one final potato. And then, oh, this mixture is just amazing on the bottom. Wow, wow, wow. You know, that little garlic press sure makes a difference. When I chop garlic myself, I can never get a nice tiny minced garlic out of it. So I'm really pleased with using that garlic press. It makes a huge difference. Here we go. Ooh. You know, yoga has really helped me be a lot stronger. I can lift things and I can crouch down, and this would have killed me a year ago. There we go, back in the oven, and I will show you what they look like when they're done. Thank you. Look at us working together in the kitchen. I went and had my shower, by the way, and I've left the potatoes in the oven for another 20 minutes to half an hour with the heat off, and so I'm pulling them out now. I think they're gonna be done.
All right.
Look how beautiful. Oh, patates. Oh. Oops, sorry, honey. Was that hot? I have to tell you, I'm super happy with the way these look. And as you saw, I pulled them out of the oven while Eris was busy doing his thing with the Cornish hens, which is going to be a separate video. But what I think I'm going to do is just at the tail end of cooking those Cornish hens, before we eat all of this amazing food, I'm going to throw them back in the oven for another 5 minutes or so, just to warm them up and maybe get them a tiny bit crispier. But oh my gosh, they are going to be delicious. I hope you enjoyed our video today. Thanks for watching.